Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am a bit under the weather, so I'm gonna pop in a nice Ricola. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let me get this Ricola going. All right.
Ricola.
We got some things on the table, ladies and gentlemen. Some hard cash moolah.
Yes.
The stakes are wild. The stakes are wild. So tonight is a special episode. Obviously, we're getting this thing kicked off, started. Travis Kelce forgot to show up. He's out for tonight's game. Crouch finally takes a tight end and thinks, I'll never have to do the waiver wire again for tight ends. And without even going to the first game, I'm on the waiver wire looking for tight ends. It's freaking amazing. So obviously pretty pumped about all this, ladies and gentlemen. But we got our belt here. We got our cold hard cash. Commish is a little under the weather, but he's getting himself ready. New location. This is where we'll be for the most part. Got to flash the ring one time. I did win one. It was like the Cowboys, like in the 90s, it feels like. All right, so
What?
here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with your draft grades. And I'm going to give in a little snippet here on, your biggest hole on your team, where I see you have the biggest hole. And then I'm going to also look at, so give you the grade, give you the biggest hole, find out kind of where your best pick is, where you picked them at. And then at the end, I'm even going to grade your team name. Very, very happy. I mean, I've given some high grades for team names this year. Loving the team names. I feel like it took us, 9 years to figure it out, but we figured it out. You have to do the team names. Here we go.
Oh, that's right.
Can you guys hear it? No, for real?
No.
Dang it. It's the Hard Knocks theme. I'm going to go with that this year. That sucks that you can't, but it's giving me vibes, so I'll just listen to it by myself. I'm going to go through, you know what, just to start off with the commish, all right? I gave myself a solid B+. Solid B+. I believe my best pick, underrated, some of these Cowboy fans in here might like this. Brandon Cooks, 9th round, spectacular value there in the 9th round. Little worried about my backup tight ends. I feel like all I have is backup, not tight ends, sorry. All I have is backup running backs. I don't have a good running back, not one good running back on my team. I'm hoping Dalvin or somebody steps up. My team name, Ra Amon-Ra. An ode to, what's that girl's name? Help me out.
Lauren?
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is her name. I remember now.
Yeah.
I gave myself an A+ because my wife came up with the name. So I got to give myself an A+. Lauren Crouch with a grade of A-. Loved her draft. Kind of surprising here. Her best pick might be a 12th round sneaky pickup. You know, I don't like the Florida Gators, but they're so down right now. I feel like I can go with them. Anthony Richardson, big pickup here. A glaring hole. If you look at her team, top to bottom, I do not see a glaring hole. There's a couple teams like that. Her team name is Here Kittle. That's a C+ name. That's the lowest grade I believe I gave, except for one team name. I don't like cats, so that's basically it. Derek Crouch, my father. I gave a solid B. Solid B. I like his pickup of Zay Flowers. I believe later on in the year, that's a guy who's going to be in the starting lineup. 9th round, good pickup. He needs some wide receivers help. I like his running backs. Bijan, he's got running backs. A bit worried. Team name. An A. That's a beautiful team name, okay? I love it. If he would have put an icon that matched the team name in the thing, I would have given him an A+. So just hold him back a little. Change that icon. You got an A+, all right? Taryn Crouch. A-. Fantastic draft. Surprised the crap out of me. She got a starting running back in the 7th round named Brian Robinson Jr. We don't think he's going to be good, but it's a starting running back in the 7th round, so you might as well take it. Backup QB, she doesn't have one. That's a rough thing. Aaron Rodgers is their starting quarterback. Who knows if he's going to be good? Needed to pair up a quarterback with that. A for her team name. And A, if you know, you know. Ron, come on now. Michael Schaefer.
That's not the name.
No, what's your team
You
name?
done messed up, Ron.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, excuse me. I didn't say it correctly. You done messed up, Ron. All right. Michael Schaefer. I gave him a high grade last year, the highest grade of all. So I might jinx him again because I gave him an A- this year. Absolutely great draft. Proud of him. Christian Watson, a starting caliber receiver, gonna get some love from Jordan Love. Sixth round pickup, tight end. He's got a problem at tight end, but so does everybody else in this league. So, not a big glaring hole there. If anyone can, I gave Papa a D for his team name. If anyone can figure out what that's about, then maybe I'll lift the team name up. I have no idea what Dotson and Watson is. Okay,
I remember.
I
It's
don't.
an old car from 1919.
Okay, I'll lift it up. You had a D, now you got a D plus. That was a terrible name. Patty Schaefer. Hey, listen, I couldn't spread the love out too much in this family. I didn't want them to both get big heads. So, Momo, you took the brunt. I apologize. C plus. I don't love the draft. I'll tell you why. You don't have any good running backs, but I'm gonna contradict myself here. I do think your 5th round draft pick might be a sneaky guy later on in the future. Rashad White, that might be a good pickup, but if Tampa Bay sucks, they're not going to run the ball. You might have no running backs on your team. That's a problem, okay? Her team name is a C plus, only because it's already been used. I want to see more creativity. If you change that, I will change your grade, okay? There you go. Justin Ramirez, highest draft grade this year. A complete A, not an A plus, a complete A. Jahmyr Gibbs in the 4th round, big time, big time. His glaring hole is tight end. But again, everybody has that glaring hole in this league, so we're all in this together, all right? B plus, funny for Justin to use the CD's nuts again, but we're recycling, you know, Kamish doesn't like recycling team names like this. Not a big fan. Mackenzie Mummy. I want to hate on Mackenzie, okay? I genuinely do. But my man had a good draft. A-. Gabe Davis, 8th round. Gabe Davis might catch 100 balls and 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. I mean, you just never know. So you got Gabe Davis there. Running backs might be a bit overrated on his team. They're guys that have been in the league a while, but running backs might be a bit overrated. Mackenzie Mummy, C plus, a bit too wordy. I don't really love his team name. It's just, you know, keep it simple. We're dealing with idiots on this league, you know? Keep it simple.
Whoa.
Hildebrand. David Hildebrand had the toughest team grade because David Hildebrand, if you take collectively out of all the years, David Hildebrand, I believe, is one of the highest collected finishers every single year. So he always has a good team. The guy drafted Cordarrelle Patterson and somehow ended up Cordarrelle was the man. So I don't want to doubt him. So I don't love his team, but I gave him a B plus because it's probably going to be pretty decent.
You don't understand Gus yet.
Cam Akers, believe he's going to be a beast this year. Sixth round. I actually don't see a weakness on David's team. Got a lot of depth, a lot of goodness there. Again, an A. This is the type of creativity we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, when we're looking for team names. Kick'em and the Dicker is about as good of a team name as you can possibly get. So I'm going to give it an A. Not touching. Here we go.
This is
John Kerr. Worst draft this year, partly due to the fact that he was significantly inebriated. D plus, okay. His team is hot garbage, not only because he drafted inebriated, but he also has Jonathan Taylor now that is a useless draft pick. Mark Andrews was a good value in the 3rd round. I have to give him some credit there. If you look at his running backs, week 1, he is starting 2 guys that I'm pretty sure no one would have even sniffed to draft at all in the whole league at any point. It's wild. He's starting those guys. I did give him an A. That's not even a sympathy thing. I love the team name. Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. It's a great name. TLC, great song. Dominic, B+. Initially, I said Dominic's team was fantastic. I thought he had the highest one. He did dominate last year. I think he did really, really well. I do believe a B+ is a solid grade. It's not saying it's bad. Kyle Pitts in the 7th round. We're all looking for a tight end, right? We all gave up on Kyle Pitts. But let me tell you something. Kyle Pitts might be the real deal this year now. They got Bijan. They got Drake London. They do have an awful quarterback named Desmond Ridder, but Kyle Pitts might be good. His wide receiver, Dominic, your wide receiver depth is a joke, dude. That's not good. Clean that up. Dominic, I did give an A+ for his team name.
Whoa.
Dominic, can you tell us what your team name is? Did he say it?
So my team name is I Will Waddle 500 miles.
There you go. There you go. And why I love his team name is because creativity off the dome, okay? Then he matches it with a beautiful icon of Waddle House in his icon. So I Will Waddle 500 miles, which is it's all of it is fantastic. This is what you're looking for in a team name is that type of stuff, guys. All right. Mark Jones. Is he still on this call? Are you asleep, Mark? He's awake.
I'm here.
Mark
I'm
Jones,
here.
B+. This might be the best grade I've ever given to Mark. I do not know. Lamar Jackson in the 4th round, a big steal. He might be the #1 quarterback in the entire league by the end of the year. I actually do not see a glaring hole on his team. It's kind of amazing. If you look top to bottom, I love his team. He did draft
my
in his
year.
last draft pick a wide receiver out of Tennessee because you always got to grab a couple. That might be maybe like a little depth piece, like fix that up a little bit, but that's all right. And again, I could not give this guy a team name grade because he reused his team name from last year, but he also has the same player from last year. It's unacceptable. You have to get a new name. Do something with Jalen Hyatt. You got to figure that one out. I can't give that to you. Also, quick note, Mark Jones, don't ever let him play in this league. He never gives you any money. All right. So back to the what we're all here for. Let me mute this, okay? Because it's only bothering me. I know you guys can't hear it. Couple important things. The dictator is out. All right. Okay, hear me out. 2 things that the dictator is changing. Right here, you see $600. Okay, $600. That's chump change, y'all. We in this for big boy money next year. We taking it from $50 to $100. All right. So if you don't want to play with the big boys, get out the league. I got plenty of players trying to play in this league. All right. $100. That means $1,000 to the winner, $1,000 to the winner, and then $200 for second place. No,
Bidenomics.
nobody.
Damn, Deion
nobody-
Sanders.
What? I don't even know what y'all are talking about. The last thing, and I'm sad that he's not on this call. The last thing the dictator is going to do, because of the debacle, I've been wrecking my brain about this. Because of the debacle that was John Kerr messing with me and telling me he's going to auto draft while he's on the lake. He has a penalty to serve. That penalty is next year, he is required to be at the draft party. If he is not at the draft party, I am booting him out of the league and we're getting a new player. I'm recording this for you, John. Okay. When you rewatch this, plan. It's the week before Labor Day. All right. And we're going to have a draft and it's probably going to be at Momo and Pablo's house. So just be prepared. If you can't find a flight to Jacksonville, dude, you might as well say bye-bye to ever getting a sniff of this belt, ever getting a taste of this ring. It's never happening for you ever again because of the disrespect you show this league. So the dictator has to come out. He's got to bring the big guns. And you know what? I'm ready for a great year. I'm ready for a fantastic show. Let's play ball. Travis Kelce, please get that knee fixed real quick. I can't deal with this kind of pain again going through the waiver wires. Thank you all. I appreciate it. We're doubling
I think
up.
John
Next
needs
year.
a tattoo as punishment.
Tattoo as
Yes.
punishment? I don't like that.
Tattoo as punishment that says I suck at fantasy.
No, I don't like that yet. If he does, he maybe to get back in the league, he might have to do that. All right, signing off, Kamish.